Soil computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
All right, all right, all right. So it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, it has. I don't really have to wait for elaboration on that. It's been a while, and I apologize for that. I've had some computer problems and I've had some mental problems, and I apologize that my camera is probably shaking. My cat is actually sitting on a shelf underneath my monitor, and she's like grooming herself. So it's like causing the whole desk to shake. But anyway, um, the last stream that I did was The Long Dark. I know it was chapter 5, and I'm going to get back into that eventually. But before I do that, I fell in love with this game. I am the type of weird person that fell in love with this game. I saw this actually on TikTok, and Sammy, do you mind? And when I saw there was an open play test, I had to be part of it. So I have to show y'all what this game looks like. It's called Cozy Game Restoration, and it's literally just what it sounds like, where it's like games from old game systems that are covered in stickers and dirt, and you get to clean them off. Okay, so we're just going to start with this one. And here's the cool part. Here's the cool part. So I'm going to move the camera over here so you can see like what the instructions say. See, I've got a pair of tweezers here, and there's some tape on the box. And the unboxing controls, it tells you, how to move the camera with the middle button here. And then it tells you how to grasp the tape and like pull on it. Look at that. It's so satisfying. And you just kind of yank on it to open the box. Sometimes it doesn't get the whole thing completely off, and you have to take a couple of tries to pull it all the way off. And sometimes you don't pull the right piece off like that. Come on. There we go. Once you get to a certain point, it says check inside. Oh, hey! And happy Mother's Day to you too. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. Mine was chaotic, to say the least. It was absolute chaos. Well, the day started off just fine, but so like my mother-in-law wanted to go fishing, and that was fine. But see, my nana died in January, and my mom wanted to go and visit my grandpa to like take flowers to her urn and check in on him and see how he's doing and catch up and all that good stuff. And then afterward, my parents came to my town and we had lunch. Afterward, like 20 minutes later, my parents call me. They were in an accident. So, yeah. They totaled their car. And I had to drive them. And wait, I didn't mean to pick that up. I had to drive them an hour and a half. See, the cool thing is you can pull these stickers off and they go into this little trash can thing if it'll open. I said if it'll open. There we go. Yeah, my dad kind of sprained his wrists, and my mom, she got a couple chemical burns from the airbags, but otherwise they were okay. My dad got checked out at the VA hospital to make sure that he was okay. But yeah, they totaled their car, which sucks because my mom literally just paid off that car like 2 months ago. It took them 3 years to pay off that car. And that was the very first car that my parents had ever paid off. They had always just paid cash for cars in my entire life. This was the first time they had ever financed a car, and my mom paid it off with her own money. And then they totaled it. On Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day? Oh, so this is I'm a streamer. Hello. This is Cozy Game Restoration, and what I'm doing is I just peeled off those stickers, and so there's this like residue, and this is like isopropyl alcohol, I think. And then I've got these precision Q-tips that helps get the residue off. And I am just the kind of weirdo that loves this. I can do this for hours. And see, the Q-tip gets progressively dirtier, and if you let it get to this point, it'll make the game dirtier, and you have to clean it off on this little sponge. Isn't that cute? So, Auntie Dragon, how was your Mother's Day? I love how satisfying this is. And there's even like birds and the sound of trains and stuff in the background. You had a quiet Mother's Day? You didn't see them Sunday? Didn't get a card or nothing? For shame. Kick somebody's butt. Yeah, I bet. You work at a university, I bet the end of the year is like the most brain fryingest time of year. Okay, so I'm gonna dry all of this liquid. The funny thing is, the person who made this game couldn't put any like licensed games. So this is just a made up name, Terry Arm Wraps Punch Fest. I love this. I love this. It's just so relaxing. And I've had such a, I mean, like I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but like, not only have I had connectivity issues with my computer, but I've had some really bad like mental gunk going on lately, and just easing back into streaming is something I've been wanting to do. Yes, this is on Steam and it's free. The playtest is free. Right now there's only 8 games to restore, but the developer is working on more, and they're wanting to work with like actual video game licensing companies to like recreate actual games. Like, this was obviously designed to look like a Super Nintendo game. And the cool thing is, I really love the free movement of this, because not only can you move the camera this way, but you can move it this way, and then you can get a better view of how dirty it is. And after a little bit, the toothbrush becomes dirty and you have to clean it off, or it spreads more dirt around too. You have to use the toothbrush to get in the crevices and into the nooks and crannies. There are a couple of features I haven't figured out yet. Like, I know that it's dirty again. I know that there's toothpaste down here, or some kind of, yeah, it's toothpaste. But when you put it on something, there's nothing that like washes it off. So I haven't figured out how to like fix scratches yet. And there's no explicit instructions in the little instruction book off to the side that shows you how to do it. And the cool thing is, too, that if you're not sure what you've missed, there's a little light here. You can turn it on. And I've missed some residue over here. Oh, I need to turn the camera that way. And since the Q-tip didn't get it, I'll have to use the alcohol to kind of soak it, and then use the toothbrush to get in the grooves. And there's this little progress monitor over here. Once you get up to like 70 something %, you can choose to end it then. If you're, I don't know why you would do that, but you can choose to end it then if you don't care about your score. But you do get scored at the end. You gotta really kind of turn it to get... Ew, look how dirty it is. Probably been in storage for 30 years. Oh, I gotta clean it off. Power wash simulator. Oh, yeah, that's one I've heard. That's a good, like, if you want to just if you want a good, like, clean your brain kind of thing, that's a good one. And that's what I really like about this one too. I think this will probably tickle that same spot for you in your brain. And again, it's free. I don't know how long it's going to be free. Oh, I missed some spots here. And that's why it's important to change the angle. Because there's some more residue there. Toothbrush. Clean it off. Star Wars DLC. That's one that I have not played. Any of those. I sometimes watch Spencer play them because he's so much better at like those action adventure games than I am. This is more along the line of my skill. My skill level. The Long Dark is pushing it for me. There we go. When I started playing Blacktail, man, my hands were shaking. I really love the sound effects in this game. Oh, missed some spots here. Still dirty on the side. And I haven't even turned it yet. There's a little button here that turns it over. I haven't even turned it yet. I'm only at 48% clean progress. I don't even know what the back looks like yet. The back's probably gross. Just you wait. Okay. Get that little spot right there with the alcohol. Alright, let's flip it over. Ew. Yeah, see? Alright, tweezers. Yeah, the Long Dark, it's got an air of, like, dread and, suspense that, like, I have to be in the right mindset to play it. Especially the story mode. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love that game. And I'm so glad that our mutual friend, who prefers that I not mention her name on stream, introduced me to it. Because I love the story, I love the gameplay, it's extremely well put together. It pushes the limits of my skill, though. Look how satisfying that is. Oh, just wait till I take the toothbrush and get into the nooks and crannies of that Super 16 logo. I'm such a nerd. And I do like the little realistic details, like how the Q-tip doesn't stay clean forever, and neither does the toothbrush. All right, let's get the middle now. Ugh. I mean, this is not unrealistic. I don't know about y'all, but I've seen a lot of really dirty old video game cartridges. Yeah, once you get to 70-something%, it says complete, and you could stop here if you wanted to, but you'd probably get like a C. I prefer to keep going just to see how clean I can... Oh, ugh. Gross. Just to see how clean I can get it. Especially the ones that, like, they weren't put away in a box. They were... Oh, ew. See, if you don't clean them off, it kind of spreads more filth, and then you have to go back and clean it again. The ones that were just, like, thrown into a toy box or a drawer in a kitchen or something, and then they gathered dust and food and oil and nastiness. Ugh. Or the ones that belong to the people who would, like, blow in the bottom to clear it off. Those cartridges will get moldy or rusty. Ugh. Look how close you can zoom in and it still be clear. The developer put a lot of thought into close-up detail. I gotta clean this toothbrush. I mean, the physics are kind of wonky, as you can tell with the clipping, but it gets the job done. And I think it's just one guy making this game. Yeah, the thing is that blowing on the cartridges, while it can clear like dust and debris, it can also dislodge those really delicate circuit boards and can also lead to mold and rust, and just it's just not worth it. See, ugh. And I haven't even turned it over to that side yet. Let's see. Looks so much better. Let's look at the side again. Ah. So we're only at 90%. We haven't gotten to the bottom yet. Ugh. Okay. We have work to do. See what I mean? How the physics are a little bit wonky with the toothbrush, but like I said, it gets the job done if you're like meticulous about it. If you take time to like make circles as if you're brushing your teeth. Especially around those weird corners like right here. Oh, gotta clean it off. See what I mean? How like if you don't clean it off enough, it will spread around filth and then you have to clean it up behind it. %94 now. You can zoom way in. $95. We're almost ready for the bottom part. Missed a little bit right here. Clean this off. All right, let's flip it over to the bottom. Icky. I keep wanting to use. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 again, and in that I have to use my left hand to move the camera with it, and with this I'm not used to being able to move the camera entirely with one hand. And it's so satisfying to be able to. I know realistically you wouldn't be able to stick a toothbrush down in there and get that yuckiness, but look at that. Look at that. It's like brushing a disgusting mouth. Gotta kind of gently do it or it keeps going over the side. There we go. We're at 99%. Let's see. Oh, we got a little more down in there. All right. It says 100%. Complete. Finished our first one that took us almost 30 minutes. Look at that. S tier. Purchase price 0, market value $4.02. Of course, this is a fake game. All right, let's pick another one. How about the epic one? Come on. I know you're supposed to be epic, but let me open it. Thank you. Look at these physics. Ah. There we go. Yeah, there's like all those shelves and stuff. You can sit it up and like arrange them however you want. I don't know how many games there's going to be in the final like release of it. I don't know how much that one's gonna cost either. Ooh, it's gold. And it looks like there's a like a coffee stain on it. Let's clear away all these Okay. It looks like a knockoff for like Legend of Zelda or something. Let's peel off these stickers. They come off almost like they're made of cellophane. Aria, please. My cat is underneath my desk still, and she is grooming herself, and it is shaking my entire desk. All right. There we go. Let's put some alcohol on these spots here. Oh, got some background music. Super 16 system. I'm guessing that's like the N64. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I'll probably have to wet the coffee stain now that I think about it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to wet the coffee stain. And the dropper doesn't have an infinite amount of liquid in it either. Realism. Super NES. Yeah, it could be. All right, there goes the coffee stain. Heck yeah. Done and dusted. See, there's these deep gouges, and that's what I'm a little confused about, because I'm guessing that the toothpaste has something to do with the scratches. IDKFA. That's funny. But the one time that I put toothpaste on a cartridge, I tried using the Q-tip to get it off. I tried using the toothpaste to get the toothbrush to get it off. I couldn't get, nothing would get it off. I couldn't figure out how to get it off. So when I hit finish, you know, it still had this big smear of toothpaste on it. So like, I have no idea. Now, are those... What is that? This thing is covered in crap. I'm just gonna have to... Whoever had this did not deserve it. I'm just gonna have to cover the whole label. What was that? Did y'all hear that? Sounded like something roaring in the background. Like a monster roar. That was weird. Okay, where else? There. Come on now. It's no wonder this thing was epic. It's a challenge. Got it. Nope, that. Ow, my hip hurts. I think I heard a train. A rag or a cloth. See, no, that's a... What's that? Okay, that lets me move it around. Okay, So we've got tweezers, Q-tip, toothbrush, air gun thing, blow dryer thing. This is the UV flashlight. Oh, I've still got more that I need to clean off. Ew, this thing is filthy. This is the alcohol or whatever it is. And then the toothpaste. So, like, my guess was the toothpaste and then Q-tip, but I don't know. I've gotten high scores even with not fixing the scratches before. So, I don't know. Let's see. This thing is a lot dirtier than it looks. I wish I could have the flashlight and the Q-tip at the same time. Ew. Let's see if it'll come off. If I just wait, let's clean that off. Yes, but that needs that. Yeah, I wish I could hold the alcohol like in one hand and then something else in the other hand. Forgot what I was looking for. There we go. Oh, wait. See, I can't even see what I'm looking for. Arya, please. You are shaking my whole desk, sweet baby. I thought it was my leg moving, but she's... Let me introduce you guys to my cat, Arya. She desperately wants me to hold her. This is my baby. She's sitting on a shelf underneath my desk, grooming herself very aggressively. and it's shaking my whole desk. That's why my camera is probably shaking. Okay. Let's see if we can get this residue off. Good enough. Okay. Now it sounds like there's people talking outside the window in the game. I can only get as far down as this. I can get the rest of it when I flip it over. I can already complete it. Wow. And I haven't even flipped it over. Is that a scratch? That's a really deep gouge. Alright, let's flip. Ew. Look how dirty that is. There's lots of grooves. I'm probably just gonna clean it with the toothbrush. Alright. Oh. Didn't mean to right click there for a second. Thank you. She is my Velcro baby. She's the only cat I've ever had that will ask for uppies. I literally love this game. I'm definitely neurotypical. I'm definitely normal. Look how pretty. The developer put a lot of love and care into the models for these games. Yeah, Aria, whenever I'm sitting down, she doesn't typically ask, but if I'm standing up near her, she will, those little paws will go up and she'll ask for uppies. If I'm sitting down, though, it's free game. And at night, she will, I'd say 8 times out of 10, will come and sleep on top of me, usually like in the curve of my hip. Which is both painful and rude. But also very sweet. Look how shiny. It's like brushing a gold tooth. All right, let's flip it over. Here's where the physics get a little wonky again. Yeah, I mean, obviously, realistically, a toothbrush isn't going to clip through the side and clean all the gunk like that, but for the sake of a free game, it's satisfying. All right, flip it back over. What did we miss? Yeah, it might be the scratches. Oh, we missed some mess. Let's see if we missed anything. I mean, there's scratch. It's got to just be the scratches. Yeah. And that's a toothpaste. That's got to be a toothpaste thing. Again, because I haven't been able to figure that out. And no, I have not been able to get my Discord back. They shut it down. Unfortunately, my old Discord was able to successfully scam somebody out of money, and they got reported, and Discord shut that old account down, even though I told them what was going on, months ago, or last month. I think it happened last month or March, whenever it happened. I told them it happened months ago, and they did nothing and then all of a sudden somebody gets scammed and now you want to do something. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to complete this because I can't do anything about the scratches. Still got S tier. Alright, so let's do... We'll do this rare one next. Well, why don't... I could put it to a vote. What do you all think? You think the rare one? What box number are we thinking? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with the rare one. Well, come on. There we go. I don't know about y'all. I have never used tweezers to remove tape from a box. I don't know about y'all. Not gonna lie though, it is kind of satisfying. See what we got. Satellite sabotage. I'm guessing this is probably the, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like that, that James Bond game. Like GoldenEye. Okay. I said move. 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 Alright. Let's start cleaning. This one's at least a little smaller. No less dirtier. Ew. Do I want to know what kind of mystery gray liquid is caked all over this thing. All over the image of an attractive woman holding a gun. Do I want to know? At least it'll come off with alcohol. At least hopefully it will. Is that all? Nope. Okay. Okay, good. It's coming off. Need a little more. Right there. Nope, that was just part of the art. Weird floaters. Yeah, maybe it's just my dirty mind. Alright, toothbrush. Gotta get in the little nooks and crannies. I hate how southern I sound whenever I say that. Well, I hate to break it to y'all, but I'm southern. Okay. I think I missed a spot. Nope. Wrong thing. There we go. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. I feel like I'm the only one that, like, we didn't have an N64 when I was growing up. We had, let's see, my brother had a Sega. And he had a Super Nintendo. And my dad had a PlayStation 1 back when it was just called a PlayStation. And it took forever for him to get one of those. I think he got one in 2001. I don't remember when they came out. But we never got... Yeah, we never had an N64. Alright, let's flip. Ew, why is it so hairy? This thing is covered in deep scratches. I've had a lot of people who are like, hey, you remember blah 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 on the N64, or you remember playing Super Mario Sunshine or whatever, and I'm like, no. And we didn't get another game system until my brother was in the military. He joined the Air Force when I was in high school. And he bought an Xbox 360, which was the coolest thing that I had ever played. But I also got to borrow my then boyfriend, now husband's PS2. Because at the time he had a PS3. And that allowed me, see, at the time my mom was, I don't know if anybody even cares about this story, but I'm going to tell it anyway because I'm the streamer. My mom used to work she used to manage a video store, a video rental store. It was called Flick Video. And whenever somebody would bring in a video game for a PS2 that they claimed didn't work, and they would want to get their money back for it, she would bring it home before processing their return. She would bring it home and let me test it for her because I was borrowing his my boyfriend's PS2, and that allowed me to start playing a bunch of different video games and like start broadening my horizons as far as that goes. And how that leads to me playing a game about cleaning old vintage video game cartridges, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. I'll save the bottom for when we get there. See if we've missed anything back here. Oh, too far, too far. There we go. You can zoom way in. Oh, oh. Hello. Look how far I can zoom in. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the developer has paid a lot of attention to... Yeah, see, there's the instructions. Dirty Q-tip, peeling off stickers, and then there's the alcohol with the Q-tip. But there's no instructions on what to do with the toothpaste. That's been the problem. Anyway. wonder if I could try something. Oh, ew. I am going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to try the toothpaste with the Q-tip. I'm going to try it with the toothbrush on this little scratch here on the bottom. Alright, you guys are seeing this. It's fixing the scratch. It didn't... Okay, now how do I wipe it off? How do I wipe it off? So that's how you fix scratches. You can't turn the page. You can't turn the page. See, the page doesn't move. This gets highlighted, but that doesn't get highlighted. But I just figured it out. The toothpaste, then the toothbrush, then the water, then the air gun. Well. Alrighty then. I just didn't use the toothbrush for long enough, I guess. Amazing. Okay. Alright. I'm an idiot. That was me winging it. I literally had no clue. See, I thought that it would be instant. I thought that's why I did not mean to go out the window. I thought that's why it didn't work. That's what I get for expecting instant gratification, I guess. Ew. But now I know how to fix the scratches. How about we fix them? Was there any on the front? Yeah. All right. Now that we know how to fix them, let's fix them. Look at that. What do you know? Wow. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5 scratches. I'm mad at myself now. Also, fixing the scratches is not progressing the meter. I think that's good enough. Oh wait, was that a scratch? Two scratches. That's a big old scratch. Excuse me. This does not make any sense, by the way. For the record. I think that'll do it. See, that looks brand new. Ink and adhesive. I still got an S. I can't believe it took me that long to figure out how to fix the scratches. Now. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, it's only 1:30. Come on now. All right. Well. There we go. Keep on pulling. Come on. Come on. There we go. My mouse went to my other screen. Come on. You can do it. Oh, come on. There. Finally got it. Ultra good boys. Oh my god, look! And it says, do not delete. Save. I think. Obviously, it's a play on Super Mario Brothers. See the mushroom and the hat. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay. Let's see if we can get this off. There we go. I promise I'm not picking my nose. It would be so cool if the developer was able to, like, strike a deal with real game devs and be able to, like, recreate real games for people to restore. Because like I said, it's just one, I think it's just one guy. It's just some guy in a studio, and he's gonna get sued if he doesn't, like, if he's not careful about trademarks and copyright stuff. There was that sound again. It's really quiet. I don't know. Maybe it's something else entirely, and I'm just misinterpreting it. Is there something? Yes. Okay. Time to go for a walk and jump and find good something. That's so cute. It's the little details that matter. Oops. Well, it must have been my game. There it kind of was again. Because if we're both hearing it, zoom in. Friends will be there. I have to wonder how much this game will cost whenever it comes out, like whenever it releases fully. What is that? That must be something that I have to put alcohol on. Or water or whatever that dropper is. Yep, there we go. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. There we go. Okay. I love the little dog. It's like a little Shiba Inu. It's so cute. We'll save the bottom from when we get there. Alright. Before we flip, I want to get that spot there. Nope. At least there aren't any scratches. Why are they all so hairy? Ew. I keep accidentally hitting the right mouse button. Sorry. I sincerely wish that I could play music. I don't know how people play music on their streams without getting hit with a copyright strike, but I get hit with a copyright strike when I play music that is on the game that I'm playing. Hello, Aria. So, oh, I've got company. Hello. Hello, Aria. At least I only have to have one hand to play this game. You guys see Aria? She didn't ask for uppies this time. She demanded them. You smell like vanilla. See how the Q-tip is dirty? I go, ooh, look how, ew. And then I have to go behind and clean that up. Hi. Do you know you're on stream right now? Are you being shy? She is digging her claws into my neck. And purring very loud. I wish y'all could hear her. Alright, time to go in with a toothbrush. No, it says take care of your games and don't forget to believe in yourself. We're at 92% and we haven't even flipped it over to the bottom yet. There it was again! It's like there's some kind of zombie apocalypse going on outside or alien takeover and I'm just in here cleaning video games. Minding my business. Staying in my lane. Which is fair enough. If my neighbors are being abducted by aliens, I'm gonna mind my business. Ain't that right, Aria? Mm-hmm. Alright, let's flip it over. One thing I am going to give in my feedback is that I wish that you could go back and clean things again. Like, try again, retry, or, like if you pay the same fee, if not for free. Aria, your foot is in my necklace. Thank you. Ow! Ow! Why do cats do that? Because now that I know how to get rid of scratches, I want to get rid of scratches. Okay, that says 100%, so we'll complete it. Ultra Good Boy 64. S tier. Let's do this uncommon one. That was probably the easiest time I've had. Hey Tina, how we doing? It's been a while. I know it's been a while. Get out the way, pellets. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Okay. Time to get... I said... Get out the way. Get out the way. Time to peel off stickers. Come on. Come on. There we go. Peel off. Toro the cat. That's what that says. No, my Discord actually got shut down. Unfortunately, someone got my account was compromised, and someone actually got scammed out of their account and I think some money, and reported it to Discord, and Discord shut that account down. So I lost that account. I lost everything attached to that account. I lost all my friends. I lost my Discord server. I lost 8 years of everything. Excuse me. 8 years I had that Discord. And I was so dumb. So dumb to fall for what I fell for. Oh, I did come back to Discord just under a different name. It was still Lilianthus, but it is, I believe, yeah, it's Lilianthus 0914. So if you find me there under that, that is my new Discord name. Everything else is still under the same name. Fortunately, I did not have my I didn't have anything important attached to my Discord. Zero 0914. There you are. There we go. Yeah, it's just been a while, mostly because I've had a lot on my plate. Just like in my life, in my head, and my computer's not been cooperating until recently. And I got kind of burnt out with the long dark. So I took a break for a while, gave myself a mental health break. And this little kitty is so cute. And I saw this game on TikTok, and I saw that it had a free playtest on Steam. I was like, I had to be part of it. Let me get that real quick. Just a sec. There we go. Okay. Let me get this off so we can properly see what this kitty looks like. No. Okay, let's see how bad it is. A bunch of splotches. Just random gunk. This is definitely a knockoff Sega game. Oh, they're doing great. Thank you for asking. My oldest is just about to finish 10th grade, and my youngest is about to finish 6th grade. And my youngest is about to turn 12, and we're going to be going to Carowinds for their birthday. Which we did go last year, but it was just so much fun that we decided to go again this year instead of doing a birthday party, which honestly is cheaper than hosting a big birthday party. All right, let's see what else we got. I bet this game would be so much fun to play. I bet it'd be for like little kids. And truthfully, I'm really honored that my kid wants to spend the day at Carowinds with me for their birthday over having a big birthday party. That is an honor and a privilege for me. I don't care how many scary roller coasters I have to go on. My kid wants to spend time with me. That's all I care about. It means the world to me. This is so satisfying. Wait, that's probably not... Yeah, that's not part of the cartridge. I'm gonna have to get that off. Yeah, fortunately, that hasn't been the case with my son. He's 16. He'll be 17 in September. But I know that he's a unique case because he has autism and he has no interest in friends. In fact, really, his main interest is music. So anything that has to do with music, you know, he's there. But yeah, I'm cherishing any time that I can get with my kid while they're still a preteen. In fact, if I can brag on myself for just a moment, last summer we went as a family. We went to Carolina Beach, and that was our first ever family vacation. And on our last night there, I wanted to go to the beach by myself, and my youngest decided that they wanted to go with me. And at first, I was just the slightest bit annoyed because I wanted to go by myself. And then I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's, you know, life is short. It's summer. It doesn't matter that it's late. It doesn't matter that I wanted to go by myself. My kid wants to spend some time with me. Sure. So I took them with me, and we went down to the beach. And at night, the parking was free. So we parked down by the beach, and we got some ice cream, and went down to the sand, and just we hung out for a while, and until like, I don't know, close to 10 o'clock. And when we got back home, my mother-in-law asked my youngest, what was your favorite part of the trip? And that's what they said their favorite part of the trip was, that last night. And I was so touched. So I try to make sure that we spend, ew, why is it so, that we spend time together. Like, just out of context of school or errands or things like that. Just as parent and child. Come unstuck, thank you. Yeah, it's one of my favorite memories now because I know that it's one of their favorites. I swear that's one kid that has kept me on my toes. Keep in mind how dirty this thing looks. It's gonna look brand spanking new in like 10 minutes. This is probably going to be the last one I get to do today. This is so much fun, and I am laughing to myself because I am I have more viewers right now than I've gotten in a while, and I just think it's funny. Hi, fellow weird people. You are welcome to say hi back to me in the chat. You don't have to you don't have to hide. I love this game, and I'm definitely neurotypical. Why do you ask? Oh, that's great that you guys still have Sunday pancakes together. When I was 18, I was pregnant and I moved out of my parents' house. So at least you're not a grandma. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. College. I went to college 13 years ago, but it didn't really. Hold on, I got a text. Okay. Back to cleaning. This is like transforming. And obviously this is a knockoff of a Sega game. Ew, I was dragging filth across the screen. Or across the game. Tell him I said, he may be an adult, but he's not an adulty adult yet. There will always be adultier adults. And enjoy being young. Oh, I need to put some liquid on that. Let me put some liquid on that too. Da, 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 da. There we go. All right. Like this one's just about cleaned out, and this one's filthy. It looks like a little belly button. Oh, you could do it too if you want. It's on Steam. it's a really small game too. Like it's less than 2 gigabytes. Let's see. Let's go over here. Look at that detail. Oh, that's the table. There we go. We're at 97% and we haven't even flipped it over to the bottom yet. That's how thorough I like to be. And there weren't any scratches on this one. Figures. Hello, Aria. There we go. All right, now let's do the bottom. Yummy. Excuse me. It says 100%, but I don't have 100% yet. Okay, I don't know if I can get that. Okay, yeah, you guys see that. I can't really get it. It says 100%. I'll take it. There weren't any scratches. Oh well. All right. This is the last one that I'm going to be able to do for today. Yeah. So we did 5 of them, including this one here that was epic. That was, I think it was modeled after Legend of Zelda. Probably Ocarina of Time. But anyway. Yes, they are asking for feedback. There is a playtest feedback. I'm not going to click that because it shows my email and other personal information. But They've got a Discord, and if I click that, it goes to a Google form, and it asks you like a bunch of different questions about like what you liked about it, what stood out, what you didn't like about it, blah blah blah. And you can also send feedback on their Discord. So yeah, the game is really small. It's really detailed, and you saw what it could do, and it's really relaxing. It is. It's really relaxing. So if you like Power Wash Simulator or House Flipper, those types of games, then I think you would like this game. And it's free. The playtest is free. I don't know how much the game is going to be whenever it comes out. I don't know when it's going to come out. But yeah. All right, all right. You see this cat, right? She's asking for uppies. Spoilt. She is spoilt rotten. Okay. Anyway, so let me get OBS pulled back up. Now, that's all I'm going to be able to do for today. Thank you guys for joining me, and I appreciate you for sticking around, and if you liked what you saw today and you haven't subscribed, I hope that you do, and maybe I'll see you next time. I want to come back tomorrow potentially and do The Long Dark Chapter 5 and continue that. So maybe I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You make good choices, and I'll see you next time. Ow! That was Aria saying bye-bye. Bye-bye.